Hey there, my name's Luke and welcome to the video. Today we are talking about how reality is often disappointing. And we're going to go through a couple different things here. But one thing I can tell you right now that you need to hear is that there is no one that is going to be in your corner more than you. When you're talking to yourself at night or during the day or in the shower, you know who's going to listen to you the best? You. Who's going to support you? You. Who's going to bring you down the most? You. It is all up to you. That is your freedom of choice in this world. It is your freedom in individuality that gives you access to that. For better, for worse, your choices are your own. And if you don't make the right choices, that's on you. There's no other person or external factor that has put you in that position. It's on you. With that being said, secondary to yourself, who is next in that chain of command? Or in terms of influence and goodness or badness on your life, is that is your parents, that is your mother, your father. And for me, I love both of my parents, but I specifically love my father because I see myself in him. I see my eyes in him, my mind, the way my mind works, the way my mind sees the world. Through my father's eyes, there's no one else in this world that I've ever met that has the same ideas as my father. And you could say that, I came after him, so I just carried on that view of the world, either genetically or environmentally. But I truly believe that there's just something there that goes beyond genetics, beyond environmental, beyond him raising me, that's just in the soul. And he passed on his soul to me as his kid. And don't get me wrong, I've got a nihilistic view of the world, but also a positive one as well. And I know it's a paradox of itself. It's optimism when no one else is going to be optimistic, and pessimistic and nihilistic when no one else will. That's my idea in this world. It's doing what no one else wants to do. If everyone around you is positive, someone needs to be negative. And if everyone around you is negative, you have to be the positive one. At the most basic level, that's what I'm trying to say. I think recently I've been trying to figure out is that while my dad and my mom are in my corner, and I've got a handful of friends that are in my corner, and I've got some coworkers that are in my corner, I guess, maybe, kinda. The reality of it is at the end of the day, it's all on you. For better or for worse. Yeah, my dad loves me. Yeah, my dad talks to me. Yeah, I need to spend more time with my parents and my grandparents. Whether that's calling them or texting them more, or spending more time with my friends, I'm starting to realize that, I need to spend more time with myself. And that means more of these videos. That means really getting to the depth of what I'm trying to think of. Right now I'm in the process of, trying to promote, trying to move houses, trying to move a lot of things around in my life. And then Valentine's Day is coming up. Now, I just got over New Year's, and now I got to deal with Valentine's Day. And quite honestly, I'm good. Because here's the thing. I have tried so hard, desperately so, to make deep connections over the course of my life. Really try, Well, even if they move away, keep texting them, keep calling them, trying to hang out with them, even though if they live an hour away. Maybe I moved jobs and they're coworkers now, but I still would text them while we are coworkers, so I text them after we're not coworkers anymore, but we never get to really hang out. Okay. Maybe when I have my own house and I'm able to host people at my house, then I can be a host, and then, yeah, I'll get taken advantage of in terms of me preparing a bunch of food and then people just come over, eat food, and then dip. But at least I'll have something there for that. You know, at least I'll be able to say, yeah, I hosted. You know, I was a good friend. Maybe they weren't, but whatever, that's life, you know? What my parents do and what they've taught me is that when you go out with friends or family or whatever, it's always, I'll get the next one. It's not accounting or anything like that. It's simply splitting the check equally or saying you'll get the next dinner, which ensures that you'll have the next dinner because you have to. If you don't do it, then you're a terrible friend. So you kind of have to just pay the bill and expect them to pay the bill next time, but don't expect it. You know what I mean? You should just kind of, yeah, whatever. I'm not keeping a tally, no ledger here. But that's the thing with love and likeness and friendship and family, is that if that ledger starts becoming too open, if I'm seeing that I'm constantly hosting, if I'm constantly paying for dinner, if I'm constantly putting my foot forward first, I'm texting first, I'm going over more details first, I'm opening up more first, then I start to go, what am I doing here? Then that ledger starts opening itself up and unraveling. And I go, I don't care. I just realized I don't care. You provide no value to my life. And as a friend, I wouldn't have to think that way. As someone I love, I wouldn't have to think that way. But you've taken that for granted. You've taken that love for granted. You've taken that openness and benefit of the doubt for granted. And now it's 200-0. I got you a Christmas gift, you didn't. I got you dinner, you didn't get me dinner. Okay. Got me a gift. Got a gift, okay. I'm just, the ledger is adding up. And it's getting up to a point where the discrepancy is so large that it's a gaping pit of despair. And you really have to ask yourself, why bother? I don't care. I really don't. And I'm a nice person, so I'm a kind person. You know, I was raised in the church. You know, Christian values, okay. So I'll keep being nice. You know, you should never accept anything back. You should never expect anything back. Okay. That is the philosophy of Christianity, is to give, right? Around Christmas time, it's about giving. Okay, cool. You don't expect anything in return, but in terms of relationships, in terms of human connection, think about it like this. If I donate to the local pantry $20 a month, $20 a month, it's not a lot, but it's something. Now, what if I gave that $20 to a friend every month? And what do? They went out and bought a case of beer with it. And at first, it's all right. It's just your friend. He just needs a little beer, whatever. What's the difference between giving your friend a case of beer every month, one time, $20 worth? Well, you give him a 20 and he buys beer with it. Nothing too crazy. I mean, that's your friend, so who cares? You got beer. That's awesome. But at the other side, you give a 20 to a food pantry, and they use that and they buy food for hungry people that really need it. And then the third scenario there is you buy or you give a $20 bill to a friend that's in need. And what do they buy with it? They buy their utilities. They buy their electric bill. And next month, when the time comes around, they pay it back to you. A $25 bill. That doesn't exist. A $50 bill. Two 20s. I'm not saying that everything should come with interest. It's not a loan. You don't need anything back. What I'm saying is that that's how karma works. All right? It's about doing good to get good done unto you. Maybe I'm playing the long game and I'm trying to do a good turn daily and be good to others, but imagine if you were taken advantage of. Imagine if you don't have the most money in the world and you're constantly being sucked dry and used for your money and your time and your attention and your love, and it's being thrown in the abyss, never to be used. That person isn't even using it for personal gain or benefit. They're just throwing it in the garbage. They're taking a $20 bill from you and ripping it up in your face as they laugh because they don't care. Because they've got a $50 bill in their pocket from a bunch of other people. They don't care. All right? Think of it like this. I make you food, but you already had fast food on the way home. You're not hungry anymore, so you throw away the plate that I made you with steak, potatoes, vegetables, a glass of cranberry juice perfectly set out, and you threw it away. Now I understand appreciating something or not appreciating it, but throwing it away is crazy to me. And honestly, not only has this happened to me literally, physically, but also non-figuratively or figuratively, where emotionally the things that I have done have been thrown in the garbage. The things that I've done physically have been just thrown in the garbage, never to be used, seen, or changed in trajectory whatsoever. They weren't held on to be used later. They were not repelled back at me so that I may use that for someone else that appreciates it. No, it was thrown in the garbage. Actually, I think what's worse is that it was thrown in the garbage and then handed off to someone else, maybe. It makes me sick to my stomach. I have wasted so much time and effort on this for nothing. And as the days go on, I keep adding to the list of problems, pros and cons. This list just keeps growing and growing. Not really funny, not really smart. Not really that fun to be around, no eye contact, okay. I don't know. It just doesn't matter. And I'm gonna be real with you, the only thing that you think that you can provide to me, I don't really care. I don't. Because I can find it anywhere else. And I can have a more fun experience anywhere else. I was enjoying it because it was loyal. I was enjoying it because I thought it was mutual enjoyment. But if this is one-sided, then why bother? I will hang out with someone that doesn't like me in order for them to like me. I will hang out with someone that doesn't like me yet or doesn't know me yet so that we may get to know each other better. I will give someone a second chance when they have done wrong unto me. I will hang out with someone that has said some unspeakable things behind my back about me, because I think that maybe they can change. Just maybe. Maybe their heart was in the wrong place at the time. Maybe their emotions got the better of them. Maybe I said something that set them off, and maybe we just need to repair whatever was broken. But if that is unfixable, if that is unmendable, if there is no future there, all of these cons start piling up. And I just say, if I'm that repulsive, why are you spending time with me still? Why do you care? Ignore me. Ignore me, block me, go away. Because my heart's good now. I'm good, right? I'm patient. I'm chill. I'll send a text message. It ain't nothing. I'm like ChatGPT. This ain't nothing. I got plenty of RAM. But I just don't want someone in my life that genuinely just doesn't care. Because I can care, and I can not care. I'm agnostic to it, or what's it called? Apathetic. But if you're apathetic as well and you have no feelings towards it, then we're just two people that are communicating that have no feelings towards each other whatsoever. And then you have to wonder, why? Why? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. So just walk away. Is it that hard? Do I need to do it again? I don't know. A lot of people in my life tell me, it ain't worth it, Luke. Move on. And I'm thinking, yeah. But there's one more lesson to extract out of this. One more thing that I can say, you know what? I'm glad I stuck around, because now I know exactly what that looks like, so I can prevent against it in the future. But I'm starting to see that there ain't nothing like this I'm going to see in the future, because I'm not going to spend any time with anyone like this in the future. So that kind of just solves all my problems right there. Okay, so I've learned of all the threats. I've learned all of the red flags that may come up in the future. I've learned about all the fun that it may entail. I'm starting to run out of things to learn here. I don't really care. I'm bored. Just not that interesting. And I'm always bored, so I'm happy to make this more fun and engaging. But it does need to go both ways. I'm happy to entertain you, because I've entertained myself as an only child my whole youthhood and adult life, as I do now talking to you. Because, I'm just like, hey, like, I can entertain you, I can make myself laugh, and you can be there for that. We can go have fun, we can go do stuff together. I may not want to pay for as many dates or anything, because apparently this doesn't go both ways, but for me, I will have fun for me, and you're welcome to tag along. But yeah, I'm kind of checked out on it. Just don't really care. I'm sorry, but if you respond to every one of my texts that says, I don't know, IDK, what do you mean, or okay, ChatGPT has better responses. I'm out. Peace. Just not really about that. If ChatGPT is offering me more human responses than you, we got a problem, okay? I don't want an essay. What I want is a human emotion. Because memory is based on emotion. And if you are not eliciting an emotion out of me in any capacity, even if that's making me laugh, making me cry, making me joyful, I don't care. I don't care about you whatsoever. Move on. Now, that's out of the way. Ambition, drive, change, how to be better. How are we going to get better at this? What are we doing in the future? Well, I can't tell you here because it would ruin the surprise. It would ruin the power behind it. But I'm looking towards the future. I think that's important. You have to. I found this newfound courage for it. It's very difficult. I'm a procrastinator. I can never get anything done. You have to constantly motivate yourself and discipline yourself every day to make it work. And at the end of the day, I need to spend more time with my father. I got a lot more to learn from him. I'm starting to realize that now. And he ain't happy either. I'm not happy either. But I think he's happier. And he's had a lot more time to figure out what that means. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.